due to the federal government shutdown, on Sunday, November 1st, SNAP benefits will be suspended, leaving more than 40 million Americans and almost 600,000 Kentuckians, many of them children, without that food assistance. My faith teaches me that food is life-giving and it is meant to be shared. From the miracle of the fishes and the loaves to the Last Supper, we're called on to feed and care for each other, and what the Trump administration is doing with SNAP benefits is wrong. Let me be clear. The Trump administration can fund SNAP. They can make that decision. It has been done in past shutdowns, and the money is there. Moreover, if this president thinks he can do a $40 billion bailout of Argentina during a government shutdown, certainly he can fund SNAP for a lot less. No Kentucky family should have to choose between putting food on the table and paying their rent. That's why in June I wrote a letter to our congressional delegation urging them to oppose any steps that would undermine SNAP benefits. And yesterday I joined 24 other states and D.C. in a lawsuit to force this administration to pay those benefits and prevent the hunger that will otherwise be caused. I believe that there is a hearing today. We hope that a judge will side with us and ensure that so many Americans have enough to eat. As a state, we're doing what we can to help cover support for our Kentucky families. We've found $9.1 million to help with senior meals that are going to help during this time and going forward. We've made plans to use over $12 million to help the TANF program, which serve a lot of these same families to prevent a double hit on struggling families. However, when it comes to SNAP, the Trump administration right now is prohibiting two things. Number one, prohibiting the federal government from paying dollars into the SNAP program to get them out on people's EBT cards like have been done in past government shutdowns. And number two, the USDA sent a letter to governors that say that they are prohibited from using that SNAP apparatus, that SNAP platform, and funding it through state funds. The federal government is saying we are not allowed to do that. So we are watching very closely what this hearing is going to do, and if the federal government isn't forced to or willing to do its job by Saturday, we're looking at a number of different options and could have more news closer to that day. I know this is a scary and stressful time for many of our families, and we're committed to processing SNAP benefits the moment that we're allowed to, the moment the federal funding comes. But we're also committed to doing what we can in the meantime to help. Remember, there are two interpretations of the miracle of the fishes and the loaves. One is that the miracle was that Jesus simply multiplied the food. The other way to think about that miracle is it was a miracle of sharing. That Jesus was able to teach and inspire everyone to share what little they had, and what they found is when everybody was willing to share with their neighbor, there was enough for everyone. So today I'm announcing that Team Kentucky will be hosting a food drive to help our fellow Kentuckians. Beginning today, boxes will be placed in the lobby of all major office buildings in Frankfort, as well as the L&N building in Louisville to collect non-perishable food for those in need. Donations will go to established charities like Dare to Care, God's Pantry, and Christian Appalachian Project for distribution to Kentuckians in need. And we're going to be really intentional about making sure that these donations reach needy families across the state. I'm really proud to work alongside so many incredible Team Kentucky members that care so much about our state and the families that make up our state, something Team Kentucky has always made a priority. I know every donation will make a difference, and I appreciate everyone who takes part in this or any other food drive. And that leads me to this week's Team Kentucky All-Stars. Here in Kentucky, we take care of our neighbors and we lift them up. And that's what our food pantries do regularly, and that's what they're preparing to do right now. The responsibility today is even bigger. So I'm naming each of the Commonwealth's food pantries, their volunteers, and their donors as this week's Team Kentucky All-Stars. If you feel the need, and I hope you do, if you feel compelled to help people in such a scary time, be a donor to one of these food pantries. That makes you a Team Kentucky All-Star. That means that you are living your faith and values. And just think about that thing you might not need, about that extra dollar that you might have, and the difference it could make in someone's life during this next week. These heroes are fighting hunger, and they're helping Kentuckians live healthier, fuller lives. I'm grateful to each and every one. Visit feedingky.org or your local food pantry to learn how you can help.